The meeting was successful and benefited both Kim's and Jones equally, making a partnership project as Taeyong was able to do his utmost performance against Jones, impressing other senior businessmen, giving same impact as Jungkook. Taeyong was happy as he didn't disappoint his father and could at least receive a slight compliment from his father, which made him super excited to work with Jones as JK was his new interest, whom he used to hate before. Jones, on the other hand, wasn't unhappy about the partnership agreement as he should have, but was overwhelmed how Taeyong did the presentation so well without a proper experience like he has. A smirk appeared on JK's face right after the decision was announced by the panel, which confused and amazed both Hosek and Jimin as they were expecting to see an angry Jeon. As he couldn't get the complete ownership of the project, the meeting was successfully ended. Jones immediately left right after the meeting ended without staying for the lunch. It was such a great day for Taeyong. Unknowingly, a smile appeared on Yonggi's cold face after seeing Taeyong so much happy, as Yonggi thought it was because of the successful ending of the meeting. But the truth was different. Taeyong's whole mind was occupied with thoughts of Jungkook. He was totally daydreaming about him and Jungkook until Yoongi decided to speak out. Yoongi, Tae, are you okay? Tae, Yoongi-hang, I'm okay. Why, what's the problem? He asked while cursing himself for shuddering at first due to the sudden question. Yoongi, you seemed so lost, that's why, he said while stuffing another spoon of rice to his mouth. Tae, I was just thinking, what will my father's reaction? He pouted. Yoongi, Aishte, don't worry too much. He'll be happy at least for not losing it, he said, bursting out laughing, earning a slight heat from Taeyong's tiny face. Tae, just be serious once, Hang. I hope he'll be happy after hearing for real, he signed. 2 days later. Jimin, Jungkook, he'll be here within 15 minutes. Jungkook, okay. Jimin, Kook. Jungkook slightly looked up, hearing his nickname from Jimin. Jimin and Jungkook are best friends since kindergarten. They were so close and had given nicknames for each other to express their love, but they didn't use their informal nicknames during office hours except in special occurrences. Jungkook, what's it, Jim? Jimin was looking right into JK's eyes like he was trying to read his expression. Jimin, tell me the truth. I know you never accept even a slight defeat without a benefit. Jimin questioned, being all serious. Jungkook, straight come to the point, Jim. What do you want to know? He questioned Jimin back. Jimin, are you interested in Mr. Kim Jr.? He uttered, making Jungkook burst into laugh. JK, me and him? Haha, laughing. Never. He said the last word, boldly making Jimin sign. Jimin, remember Jungkook, he's one of our enemies. Plus, don't you dare to play with fire, because he seems to be different. He advised Jungkook with a little high pitch. Jungkook, Ice Jim, don't worry, he isn't even my type. You know me very well, right? Jimin, yeah, I know you very well. That's why I'm afraid of, he said annoyingly, picking his things up. Jungkook, by the way, what make you think like that? Jimin, it's because I saw how you were checking out, immediate. Jimin left the room, making Jungkook chuckle. Jungkook, this shorty, him and his short brain will never miss a chance to irritate me, he said with a little high pitch while laughing. Jimin, I heard you, Jimin shouted as his voice faded as he left to arrange the conference hall for their next meeting. It was JK's and Tae's first meeting after the conference, as they had to discuss about their partnership project which benefited both Kim's and Jeon's. Taeyong was already attached to Jungkook even though he hasn't personally introduced with Jungkook. He knew it wasn't love at first sight, but lust at first sight. Taeyong too was a playboy, so he just wanted to have a taste of Jungkook, which led him to get obsessed with Jungkook. Taeyong arrived at the huge fascinating building which was none other than Jeon Corporation, which was huge as much as Kim Corporation's. Taeyong walked through the hallway making employees gossip about the young beauty whom they have never seen in Jeon Industries before. Jimin welcomed Taeyong and led him to JK's cabin. JK Pao, I was peacefully checking my today's plan when I heard a knock on my door. JK, come in. Taeyong entered in as Jimin left the cabin making Taekook alone. JK, hi Mr. Kim, welcome to Gion Corporations. JK stood up from his seat and walked to Taeyong, stretching his hand for a handshake. Tae, hi Mr. Jeon, thanks for your warm welcome, Taeyong said as they shook hands with each other. Jungkook, Jeon Jungkook, he said, still holding Tae's hand smoothly like a petal. Taeyong, Kim Taeyong, he replied with the same tone as they introduced themselves personally for the first time. They both spent few minutes frozen at the same position while staring deep into each other's eyes as they totally forgot about the surrounding. Days went as they met 3 more days like that. It's been a week since their first meeting. The project going well. Jungkook was so formal and was so focused during the meeting except in few moments, where he was totally lost in Taeyong's beauty. But the condition of Taeyong on the other hand was totally different. He actively joined the meeting, but his mind was focused on Jungkook, who looked so handsome and hot during explaining the project on full focus. Taeyong tried his best to control himself as it was getting hard for him to stay away from Jungkook, keeping the maximum distance as his body, mind and his dirty thoughts wasn't letting him to control himself. The slight accidental hand touches and the close movements gave butterflies in his stomach, giving him a hot sensation which made him go crazy. Time passed as few more days went silently, making Taeyong impatient. He wanted to do little dirty things with Jungkook which didn't happen with anyone before. Jungkook on the other hand had an impact of Taeyong. He felt unknown urge to get close with Taeyong whenever it is possible, which was clearly noticed by Taeyong. Jungkook was waiting for Taeyong when the door opened, revealing angelic figure of Taeyong, looking hella hot than usual, which he intentionally did to seduce Jungkook at first sight. After seeing the slight revealing dress, which clearly showed Taeyong's perfect neck and collarbones, made Jungkook hurt and gulp unknowingly, making him sweat in the AC room. Taeyong knew his impact on Jungkook and walked closer to him, making Jungkook move slightly backward unknowingly. Tae, are you okay, Jungkook? He said seductively while wiping sweat on JK's face while intentionally smirking. Tae, you are sweating too much in AC, he again said seductively while trailing his fingers from JK's nose, lips, neck and then through JK's shirt button, making Jungkook understand Taeyong is doing it intentionally to seduce him. It was Taeyong's first time but wasn't Jungkook's first as he had slept with his girl hot chicks before, but Taeyong was the first boy who he slept with. Both were panting heavily after their hot makeout session and Jungkook was the first to speak out. JK, that was amazing, Jungkook said while smiling at Tae like crazy person, making Tae blush hard. It was the first time both saw each other's genuine smile. But Jungkook's smile didn't last for long as his face suddenly turned dead serious, making Taeyong confused.